Let's be honest, immigration is a field that's just defined by complexity. So today, we're going to pull back the curtain on a platform called Immigo. It's designed to be the central nervous system for modern immigration agencies. We're going to explore how it really aims to bring some serious order and clarity to what we all know can be a notoriously chaotic process. Right, so if you're in the immigration world, you know this daily reality. It's a whirlwind, isn't it? High case volumes, trying to track endless documents, and constantly keeping clients in the loop. I mean, juggling spreadsheets and emails and all these different apps, it's not just inefficient, it can be really risky. So the big question is, how do you actually manage all that chaos? And that's exactly where Immigo steps in. It's built from the ground up to be a comprehensive, all-in-one platform to tackle these exact problems head-on. The promise here is a totally new beginning for agencies by bringing every single part of their operation into one streamlined system. You know, behind any really great piece of software, there's a solid structure. For Immigo, we can think of that as its data blueprint. And having a well-organized foundation like this is absolutely crucial. Why? Because it prevents errors, it ensures everything is consistent, and it's what makes the entire system just work smoothly. Okay, at first glance, this just looks like a simple table, right? But this is the heart of that blueprint. It's a little peek behind the scenes at how cases are structured. Every piece of information has its own specific home. The unique case ID, which client it belongs to, its current status. This whole concept is key. It gets rid of duplicate data and builds a foundation where you can trust the information is correct. So here's the payoff. All that clean, organized data on the back end translates directly into this, a clean, functional experience on the front end. This is what your staff actually sees every day. It's an intuitive control panel where every case is neatly laid out with its status and who it's assigned to. That rock-solid blueprint we just talked about, it's what makes this kind of effortless clarity possible. All right, so now let's see how that blueprint really builds out what we're going to call the agency's mission control. We're talking about the admin panel, the 360-degree command center for every single thing that happens in the agency. Of course, the journey for any case starts with a person. So Immigo gives you this complete client overview. It brings together all their personal info, contact details, passport number, education, you name it, all on one single screen. Think about it. No more hunting through different files or spreadsheets. It's all right there. Then, with just one click, you can go from who the person is to why they're here. This Cases tab instantly pulls up every single immigration case that's linked to that client. You can see the case number, what type it is, the destination country, and its current status, all at a glance. Next up, the paper trail, or the digital paper trail. The Documents tab basically acts as a smart digital filing cabinet. Every single required document is listed out, showing whether it's been uploaded and, this is the important part, its review status, pending, approved, or rejected. This visibility is central to keeping the whole process moving forward. And the final piece of this 360-degree view, the money. The Payments tab gives you a complete itemized history for the client's case. And because it's fully integrated, tracking finances is no longer some separate manual task you have to do in another program. It's all connected. Okay, so let's pivot for a second. We've seen the agency's mission control, which is great, but what about the client's experience? This is a huge part of the equation, and it's where Immigo really focuses on building trust through total transparency, using a dedicated client portal. So clients get their own secure login to a personal dashboard. What does this do? Well, it empowers them. They are no longer in the dark, constantly calling or emailing you for updates. They can just log in and see a real-time summary of their active cases, what documents are pending, and any upcoming appointments. And honestly, this is a total game changer for efficiency. The portal isn't just for looking, it's for doing. Clients see a checklist of the documents they need to provide, they can upload them directly into the system, and they can track the review status themselves. This alone cuts down on just an endless amount of email back and forth. We all know communication is absolutely key. And this slide shows the seamless, secure messaging system perfectly. On the left, you've got the agency's view. On the right, the client's. You can see the interface is identical. This creates one unified, clear conversation that's tied directly to their case. No more lost messages, no more confusion. So we covered the day-to-day operations for both the agency and the client. But what about managing the business itself? Let's shift gears from those tactical, in-the-weeds tasks to strategic management and look at the platform's analytics. Welcome to the Reports Dashboard. Think of this as the gateway to making smart, data-driven decisions. Instead of just guessing how things are going, you get a high-level summary of all your key system metrics, from financials and case progress all the way to client demographics. And this is the power of visualization. A simple chart like this gives a manager an instant snapshot of their entire case pipeline. You can immediately see the proportion of cases that are incomplete, submitted, or maybe running into trouble. This helps you identify bottlenecks without ever having to dig through a spreadsheet. Here's another really powerful example. This report breaks down the workload across your team. A bar chart can instantly show you who's juggling the most active cases. Now, this isn't about micromanaging. It's about balancing the workload, using your team in the smartest way possible, and preventing burnout.
Okay, let's bring it all home. We've looked at case management, the client portal, the analytics. But the real power of a platform like Immigo comes from how all of these different pieces are integrated into one single cohesive system.
So what's the big takeaway here? Well, when you integrate all these processes, you create a fundamentally better experience for your clients, period. When you automate workflows, you naturally cut down on human error. And when you put all your data in one place, you suddenly unlock strategic insights that can help you actually grow your business. It all comes together as a complete solution built on a secure foundation that directly tackles that chaos we talked about at the very beginning. You know, this quote from the source material really just nails the whole mission. It's not just about managing cases from a distance, it's about guiding the entire journey and transforming it into a process that's transparent for the client, efficient for the agency, and secure for everyone involved. Which really just leaves us with one final thought. When you replace a bunch of disconnected tools with a single intelligent platform that serves both your team and your clients, you're not just improving your workflow. You might actually be defining a new standard for the entire industry. So you have to ask, is this the future of how immigration agencies are going to operate? It's definitely something to think about.